going to happen. You will see New York City get destroyed. And so, yes, it's kind of like a heads up for people in New York, around New York, get away from New York, when you see the 144,000 disappear or hear about people disappearing. You never know if they're going to broadcast this in the media or if they're just going to bury it. You know how they have media blackouts on everything. So it's hard to follow events and know where you're at in a prophetic timetable because you simply don't hear things in the news, and that's what the church crowd depends so much on, hearing things on the news. Another thing coming up in the codes is the lowering of this New Jerusalem replica from Orion. So keep your eyes on the Orion belt. I know pagans will tell you that that's the location of God's planet. Well, it's not the Most High God. Satan as God. It's his constellation. That's his belt. And he's going to lower his replica of New Jerusalem down to our earth. Now, I don't know how he's doing it. Simulation comes up in the codes a lot. And always the warning that back in 2001 when I started doing the codes, it was don't believe everything you see. It's not real. Simulated. And so this New Jerusalem is it could be a holograph, could be some kind of simulation that the Bible Code is indicating. But either way, watch for this thing being lowered from the Orion belt. It actually is an object of some kind, but then they've got the whole thing to make it look like a New Jerusalem. I think it's just an empty shell of something. I think it's empty. It's just a shell. It's just for your deceivement, for your deception, and the people believing that this is the New Jerusalem because Jesus is now on earth, this false demon Jesus, the second beast of Revelation, and so now they're going to bring down this New Jerusalem. And so that's going to come from Orion. And so you can watch for that for your own amusement. I don't really know what else for or why watch for it. I find it interesting that last week the Lord gave me a warning, not really a warning, but an admonition to keep your eyes focused on the skies, on the heavens. Keep your eyes on the skies, basically. Not those exact words. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting things coming in the skies. And so, keep your eyes on the heavens. The temple in Jerusalem, oh, my fan club's sending me emails. The temple in Jerusalem, and the Solomon temple they want to build, which would be under jurisdiction of the Pope, folks. It's so far ahead in the codes right now. And I've warned that most of America will be destroyed in martial law and eaten up by famine by the time this temple even comes about. So don't even expect to be here for that, folks. You know, get right with God, get your relationships right with Him, start serving Him, and He will be protecting His bride from the second half of the tribulation. But a lot of the bride is going to get thrown into testing with martial law. And so He will protect His own even from the martial law, those that are seeking Him, that aren't in the 144K, the first group, aren't in the second. Just seek Him. Seek Him. One of the most amusing things I've seen all week in the codes was a sordid derision, talking about Satan's kingdom right now. A sordid derision. I thought that was hysterical because that list put on my websites last week, fun things to do as warriors for the Most High. I gave you about 60 things you can pray for in destroying Satan's kingdom. And I've had a lot of fun with this every day, and it's working. It's effective because it's putting them in a sordid derision. We can't see it. We don't, with our own eyes know what's going on. But in faith, that the Lord's angels are busy. They're busy fulfilling everything that we're asking for on these lists. So just imagine the fun they're having, folks. So keep them busy. Keep praying for that list. You can print it out, put it on your desk, put it in your Bible, and go through it and pray it during the day. Take a couple things, maybe 5 or 10, or go through the entire list. I like to go through the entire list just to have some real fun, keep all the angels busy as possible. Couple heads up. I was watching the Super Bowl yesterday. I noticed the big PCD going on, the public conditioning display. That's what I'm calling it, the PCD. And they're always conditioning the public. You know, I got this series, the V series, because back in the 80s when this was on TV, I never watched it. I wasn't into science fiction. I hated all this alien stuff. And now I'm backtracking. But this V series, you might want to get it. You can get it at Amazon.com. It's everything I've been talking about for the last 10 years. I bought Humankind's Last Stand, the original miniseries. It says 50 spaceships, each 3 miles across, hover ominously above Earth's major cities. The visitors that emerge are human-like in appearance and extend the hand of friendship. Our planet's resources are just what these aliens need to survive, and for its future survival, unsuspecting humankind will need a miracle. And this stuff's just amazing. This is stuff I've been talking about for 8 years, 10 years. I also got the other part of the V thing that Amazon.com was offering. It's just incredible. And then the same page at Amazon, you can get Alien Nation. And Alien Nation is talking about aliens who come to Earth and have to assimilate on Earth as humans. This stuff's so prophetic. I wish I'd really paid attention to it back in the 80s. I was a kid back then. And I hated, Battlestar or Star Trek was a little bit enough for me at that time. So now I'm backtracking. But they reveal so much stuff in these series, in these shows, stuff I've been talking about for years, so I'm just floored by it. But something interesting yesterday, the Giants beat the Patriots. Well, maybe in the Super Bowl. But not in real life, I'll tell you what. These Patriots, these Warriors for the Most High, we're going to be kicking some Giants' butts. So I found their wishful thinking amusing. The Giants beat the Patriots, because we're going to beat their butts. Just get that organ out there, folks. It's going to destroy them. Also, throughout the Super Bowl, if you notice the commercials, featured 2 commercials on water. You had your Life water and then a vitamin water commercial. 2 different commercials on this water. Notice the appeal on longevity, on good health, on looking and feeling younger. This is all PCD, public conditioning displays, for the coming promotion of myrrh. This Kool-Aid I've been talking about, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Because these are buzzwords. Life water, vitamin water, healing, looking younger, feeling younger, blah, blah, blah. Also, a commercial on lizards dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller. I was just grotesque with that one. I thought the Geico lizard was bad enough, and now we had a whole dance floor full of them. That was just really sick. And then there was a promotion for an upcoming TV series and a New York detective who was immortal. Kind of throw these buzzwords out there for this myrrh Kool-Aid juice coming. So I don't know if anybody else caught that, but that's pretty much what some of the things I caught with the Super Bowl. Some people thought that somebody mentioned missiles in the form of lights going back and forth, like missiles being shot back and forth